day. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. He'll have a first down past the 40. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
Ronald Jones, the ball.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Bobby Okereke.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Brady now to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the...
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 33 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, dog! Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Play fake. Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is now a hit and a loose football.
Holding, defense.
What's up, man?
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Taylor. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 25 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, second down.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Complete to Ronald Jones. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
on 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
28-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third down, it's Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On first down, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Brady now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ben Banagoo. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ben Banagoo able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Brissett now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
Levante David. The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 21.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Room to run at the 50. Tremont Smith. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. It's good, and it's 21-10. So we have reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To number 13.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, Brissett again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on second down. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Colts.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Back now in Tampa. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, Brissett. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Brissett. Looking deep for Jennings. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Number 13,
T.Y. Hilton, 30 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
No, 66. Ready? 58, boys, 58, 58. Sugar.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Looking deep for Jennings. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Leonard
A
Fournette.
solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Flushed out right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
58, come on. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 58, come on. 58. 58, come on. Not today, you are. Not today. We play to win. Let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Brissett. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Intercepted.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. It's now
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Fighting Hilton on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw with Brady. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Brady looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 3.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
25-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Levante David in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
taken down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run the counter. Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down. Here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gronk's first catch, good for a 1st down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Brady. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Now from Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 27 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Colts.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On play action, Rivers looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 34 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
53 is the mark. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Check. 50.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
44-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Buccaneers 10. Bradley Pinion.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
16 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Taylor. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
No, 66. Number 53. Number 53. Get him. Get him. Get him. Hey, ball 66.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Fournette, a first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Big Rams. Mike, 58, right there. 58 is the money. 58 is the money. It was pretty quiet.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. That's a gain of 3.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 27, Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rivers on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 51 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
For the extra point.
And that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here
comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Brady now on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 24-yard. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
Rivers
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rivers to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Check 26, check 26.
Play fake, Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And Jennings has it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Play action now, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it at the 15. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite,